I'm too scared to open up. I'm too scared that I have to go back and relive my trauma in order to heal from it. This is one of the things that most of my clients say when they come and see me. And I totally understand where they're coming from. I felt the same way. Here's my story, how I went from an anxious, sick mother affected by childhood trauma to become an anxiety and trauma relief expert. My name is Connie Wlatkowski, and I'm the creator of the Break Free from Anxiety Easier process and the Shine Your Inner Child process. As a little girl, I experienced some trauma, which many years later affected my adult life as well. For many years, I had put my trauma in a box and packed it away. And I didn't really think that it was actually affecting me in a way it was. I was suffering from panic attacks for many years. It was so debilitating. Life for me was just getting day by day. It was almost more like surviving. I tried many different things. I tried self-help books, seminars. I tried yoga. I tried breathing. I tried meditation and exercising, but nothing worked. So I felt really hopeless. This is not how I wanted to live. I wanted to enjoy life. I wanted to enjoy my daughter growing up. I wanted to enjoy my little family. I wanted to be a great role model for my daughter, and I wanted to be present. But most of all, I wanted to thrive in life and not just survive. I just didn't know how I would ever be able to get there. So I just kept surviving. I just kept doing the same thing until I got to the point where I didn't want to live like that anymore. It was just after Christmas and we were on a family vacation. We were sitting on the beach and I was sitting on my towel while my partner and my daughter were playing and they were laughing and they were enjoying themselves, and I was a mess. Here I was on holidays with my beautiful family, sitting on the beach, which is my favorite place, in the sunshine, looking at the ocean, and all I could do was cry and shut down to the joy that my family was having, all because of my anxiety. The whole holiday, I was feeling anxious. And when I sat there and I saw them laughing and having fun, that was the moment when I knew that I had to do something. I couldn't enjoy my daughter. I couldn't enjoy watching her grow up. And I wasn't able to enjoy this precious time with my family that we worked hard for the whole year, creating beautiful and long-lasting memories. And that was the moment I decided to try something totally new, something totally different. It was almost like it was my last resort. I started reading and I started learning about the power of the mind. And of course I was worried. What if it doesn't work? What else is there for me to try? Like, if that doesn't work, well, what else can I do? I had the feeling that this is my last resort and I was worried that it also wouldn't work. But I didn't want my daughter to see me like that. I didn't want her to grow up like that. So I knew that I had to try it and I had to give it my all. I didn't want to waste any more time. I just knew that there was something better out there for me. And I started reading about hypnotherapy and I researched online and I started listening to hypnosis recordings. And within weeks, I started feeling better and calmer. And things started to change. I started to enjoying life again. I started to being a lot more present. It was mind-blowing that something that was such a huge problem and such a big struggle for me was actually gone in such a short period of time. I had no more panic attacks. I was feeling calm. I was feeling in control. And this was such a life-changing experience that I actually started studying hypnotherapy and NLP. And things were going great. My anxiety was totally gone. But there was something that was still weighing me down. Inside, I was still struggling. Inside, I was still hurting. There was some unresolved issues, and they had to do with my inner child and the trauma that I had experienced. And I really thought for so many years that this wasn't affecting me. But truth to be told, it was. I was struggling to open up. I was struggling to fully trust and show people who I really am. Often I didn't even know myself who I was. I was struggling to connect with people. I felt like I was carrying this big dark secret with me, and it was weighing me down. Knowing that I have overcome anxiety and what a difference it made in my life, I also wanted to overcome this. I wanted to be able to build trusting and loving and amazing relationships. I wanted to feel worthy. I wanted to feel confident in who I am and love myself for who I am. But most of all, I wanted to be the best version of myself. I attended many different workshops and I did many immersive weekends, and they helped a bit. But I just never felt safe enough to open up, to totally be able to heal from it. I was scared and I was worried that I had to go back and that I had to relive everything. I tried different kind of alternative healing modalities, and that helped a bit as well. But nothing fully worked until I discovered the 5 steps to breaking free from trauma. And that totally changed my life. I finally found my identity, and I started loving myself for who I am. I started opening up and connecting with people. I started becoming a lot more confident and outgoing. And I started feeling worthy of all that. My relationships improved and I felt so much lighter. That weight has lifted off my shoulders. And I realized how important it is to create a safe space to open up and heal. I realized that you don't need to go back and relive an event in order to heal from it. That you don't need to go back and remember everything. I've trained with many different leading experts in the industry, and I became a master hypnotherapist, a hypnotherapy trainer, an integrative life coach, a board certified hypnotist, and a family freedom protocol master. I studied the neuroscience of the brain, self-directed neuroplasticity, and EFT. And I've put everything that I have learned and everything that I've experienced myself into my 5-step Shine Your Inner Child program, combining a traditional and modern hypnotic approach, NLP, EFT, and neuroscience. My clients feel empowered, inspired, confident, healthy, proud, and so many other positive changes. Having facilitated so many of those profound changes, this just proved to me that this works and that healing the inner child is one of the most freeing and life-changing processes. So if you feel like you are struggling because of your childhood or the trauma that you've experienced, or if you've connected with something I've shared in my story, or even if you have any questions, please comment below. I would love to connect with you. Believe in yourself.